It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's the second game here on this wild card Saturday, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Prescott now. They'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. A give running right, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They'll give him credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
So from the 37, here's a second and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Packers.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Packers, first down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Green Bay.
Prescott off play action. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play. So the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll come up now, third and 3.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about me. Don't get caught in the matrix. Got that touch my savior. Give me that touch of my hater. There is king.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming off a contest that looks real good on paper between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. As this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Play action now for Prescott. Rolling out to his left. He takes it himself. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of the defense.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll give the Packers the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, here's Dak. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
On the move, headed right. He's running with it. A solid gain there. He gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Third down run by Hubbard. And that one's held up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's 4th down.
They do snap it. Here's Prescott. Into the hands of Dell. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing in the double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Running for it here with Hubbard. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He gets a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Dak off the play fake. Vacates quickly left side. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing again is Dak. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Prescott now to throw on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and
Dak throwing again. On target to Moore. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay.
touchdown.
The Packers finish up an excellent opening series.
Lining up for the point after.
Prater adds the PAT.
Good.
And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings nothing. Matt Prater is set to
Now
kick
Prater
off.
on to send it away. Back to return this, Naheem Miller-Hines. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. And this one is launched downfield. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second. It is taking chances like that help make them a postseason team, Brock. They're going to need to connect on at least a couple of those in this game.
Exactly. These are the types of plays we expect from every team in the postseason, right? Well-timed risk and an aggressive mindset that reflects all the stakes of each and every game.
Good, set. 180.
Let's get it out wide, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd
One
and
quarter
10.
gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. 7-0 is our score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They have it 3rd and 10. 3rd and long for him here. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
If this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
We'll start from the 39. Across midfield. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at at the 47-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. Gain 15 there, and it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. A gain of 15.
They take the hands off, now Prescott. Brought in right side by Moore. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want to go on the field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they were lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers pull out in front further, 13-zip. Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers double their lead to 14.
Vikings, nothing.
Now Prater on to send it away. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. All right, so he'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Has a hole left, room to run. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings start to fight back for their first points of this game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings just the lead in half. It's down to 7. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
From the gun is Prescott. Roll right side. Dale has it. They're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you worry about have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, here we go. Second down. Dak now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives him the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Getting out to his left. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Second down, here's Prescott again. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Prescott now on third down. That's Dotson with a catch out right. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It's a gain of 8.
And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Dump off caught by his back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Prescott now off the play fake. He rolls to his right. And oh, he got it! Interception! Javon Holland comes up with it. And the Vikings will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll stick with the ground game here. And 2 yards are all he can get. It's third down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
All right, I think we know what's happening. They're going to continue running it until this clock runs out. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. Returning it from the 4. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st down, a run with Barkley. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him at the 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Hurts to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. He has this down to the 34. It's a 29-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Got to be pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
It's a screen to Barkley. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Stopped that time by somebody who collects tackles and all-pro nods every season, Fred Warner.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, we were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he does not get to that line. Looks for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up.
A gain of 7 yards.
Looking to throw.
It's now 4th down and 1.
That's Cox. He's got Washington. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings cut into the lead coming out of halftime. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Throwing the out route complete. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Prescott here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
First and 10.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Romped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Yeah! There we go!
Dak to the air here. Completed over the middle. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on third down now. Gain is to the 27.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Yeah, there we go!
Here's Hubbard on the give. That short gain is enough for a new set it down. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. All set now. 1st and 10. And they just get the play off. Chased out to his right. And he's going to be forced to throw this one away. That takes us, Brock, to the end of our 3rd quarter. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. Flush down out to his left. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Dortch now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And the return takes them down inside the opposing 40. Some excellent field position here.
That is exactly the return that offense was hoping for. He put a lot of guys on his back to break that one big, and now he gives this offense a short field when they needed it the most.
Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Cuts it right. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Play action now for Prescott. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are stopped a little inside the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And in his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Offense up to the line fast.
At the 6-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, easy. 63, 6. Hey! 63.
They'll try again with Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Back-to-back runs, stop short, and now it leaves him with a big 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. One of the biggest snaps of this opening round of the postseason. Here comes 3rd and goal. They're going to try to run it in. Barkley. No luck. He tried. He was frightened, but they send him backwards on 3rd and goal. So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
See, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series.
1st and 10.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. Stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Packers down by 7. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Over the middle to Moore. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the 2. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Back to throw. Should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman 1 time that game.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. That'll be 2nd down. The Packers take their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's another carry for Barkley. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Going to the ground again on first. Cuts right. He's still going at the 30. Here he goes again. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the key. It is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Green Bay offense to the line now. First and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Give him 5 on that carry.